it's like to lose. Feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail nonetheless. I know what it's like to lose. Feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail nonetheless. It's frightening. Turns the legs to jelly. I ask you, to what end? Dread it? Run from it? Destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here. Or should I say, I am.
The champ is here! 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 The champ is here!
It's your boy, the Ben Israel, the People's Champ, back with another YouTube live stream. How y'all doing, people? Shalom, Israel. Shalom, you Negroes. How y'all doing here? March 7th, Thursday, 2024, here in the QC. And I am the Shogun of Charlotte. I am the People's Champ. I'm the Heisenberg of this ish, the Cookie Monster, Chef V. Y'all know who y'all talking to. You are now rocking with the best. Sign in. As you come in the door, sign in, y'all. Let us know you here. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Smash that bell. Send me $2 on my Cash App so I can get me a tea. I'm almost out of tea. I'm down to water right now. Y'all gotta help a brother out. Listen, it's gonna be a little serious conversation on with this one, right? Hope y'all hearing me well. Pick up this phone. Hope y'all hear well. I got a Hey V that I've never gotten before, and that's unusual because I've seen a lot. I'm not gonna say I've seen it all, but I've seen a lot. So this one kind of hit home today, and I say, yo, I was gonna do a Throwback Thursday. That was my plan. I was gonna bring y'all that Throwback Thursday. I hadn't did one of those in a while, but yeah, this one I needed to get this one out. I was just going through my boxes, and young man sent me a Hey V. We're gonna call this young man KB. That's not his real name. He'll know who he is when he hears me say that. I do not know this young man. This is one of my subscribers. Young man, about 14 years old. And his question to me was, should he talk to his dad? I'm like, why wouldn't you talk to your dad? What do you mean? He says, well, I've never spoken to him before. I'm like stunned. I'm reading the message and I'm stunned. I'm like, wow, like, I mean, I know this exists out in the world, but like I said, I've never had anybody ask me that question. Um, I've always been in my kids' lives. Even when they got mad at me, didn't talk to me for a couple of years. I mean, that was just that kind of a situation. You know, sometimes you get mad at people. So, but this is a kid, young man, who's never spoken to his father. And I'm like, whoa, I need more information. I mean, you know, so his father contacted him recently through some kind of social media. I'm not sure if it was Facebook. Somehow his father found him on the socials. And he's like, "Hey, I'm your dad." You know, he knew his father's name, but he never spoke to him. So when he saw the guy trying to contact him, he was like, and then the guy's like, "Hey, how you doing, son? I'm your father," kind of thing. You know, he's like, I don't know how to respond to him. And I said, well, why wouldn't you talk to him? And he fires back right away. Um, and he's like, well, he always been a bad guy. Or I'm like, well, if you never spoke to him, how you know that? Well, my mom, I said, oh, there we go. Ding, 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 ding. My mom said, ding, 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 ding. That,
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
that's what hit me. You can't make this shit up. The young man has never, ever spoken to his father in his lifetime, in 14 years. So his only impression of his father or any information that he's getting from about his dad has come from the women, his mom, whatever women is on his mom's side of the family. He knows nothing about his father's people. Nothing. So, and I gave him a nice. I I emailed him back because we got an email chain going. I emailed him back, and and I said I think you should talk to your father. Um, I said, young man, I said I appreciate that you following me. I don't know how you know me, but that ain't even important right now. Because he don't live in North Carolina. This kid is not. He ain't a North Carolina kid, and so he's not connected to me directly. He just became a fan of mine. Um, I know I had some of my kids, their friends and things follow me, but I didn't know I had other kids. I guess I need to pay attention more to the metrics. Obviously, those metrics, they obviously right. um, so I'd say, yeah, you need to talk to your dad, man. You need to have a conversation with your dad. Preferably in person if that can be arranged. I don't know at this point whether that's possible, but you still need to have some kind of conversation with him, and you need to be genuine in wanting to understand his side of the story. And I told him, I say, young man, like I tell my kids, there's three sides of a story. There's side A, that's your mom's side. Side B would be your dad's side. Side C is what really happened. So right now, all you got is side A. That's all you've ever gotten is your mom's side. Yeah, but my grandmother, and she said this. I said, your grandmother ain't involved in this. Side A, side B, and C. Side A, your grandmother falls under side A. Because more than likely, what she knows about your dad came from your mom. He's like, I never thought about it like that. I was like, yeah, trust me. More than likely, that's what happened. So, he says, yeah, I'm, I want to know about him. I said, I know you do, son. And I told him a little bit about my father. I said, my father lived around the corner all my life. I I was at the house. I was at my grandmother's house all the time. I really didn't know my father. My father was always in jail or doing some street shit, you know. Even though I was around the corner, I saw him here and there, but I didn't know the man. And when he died in 2019, it hurt. Um, because I would never get the opportunity to heal that wound. And he was trying at the end, and he was becoming close to my kids. And my dad died on a Sunday morning. Thursday evening, he was at my house. That Saturday night, he was on the phone with my daughter, sending her a cash app for a prom dress. But I didn't know him. I didn't know him, you know. I was primarily raised by my grandparent, my grandfather, and my stepfather. So yeah, you don't want to miss out on these opportunities, is what I said to KB. He reminded me of my cousin Kenyatta that died recently down in Jamaica, and that was my cousin Kenyatta's nickname, KB, like the toy store. So I that's why I'm calling this kid KB. Kind of reminds me, for some reason, of my cousin Kenyatta. So anyway, he said, so I'm gonna take your advice, V. Well, he called me Mr. V at first. I said, don't call me Mr. V. I don't like that. I'm not that old. Am I? Am I that old, y'all? This what we doing now? He called me Mr. V. Sorry. I said, no, just call me V. Call me Uncle V. Shit, I be Uncle V now. I'm like Uncle Dennis and shit. I'm Uncle V now. Shout out to the Blizzard King. Shout out. Hold on, wait a minute. I got where my manners. I was just so excited to get into this story. I ain't even do my manners. If y'all don't want to be here, don't be here. There's plenty of places to be out here in these YouTube streets. Move around. Move around. Shout out to Love Dorsey. Let me check my comments, man. Wait a minute. What am I doing, man? I'm the champ acting crazy today. Wait a minute. I ain't got no comments yet. Where my comments, y'all? Y'all supposed to be checking in. I guess y'all kind of a little struck by this story like I am. But definitely hit the like, subscribe, drop me a comment, give me a pound, send me $2 for a tea. Y'all know how we do over here. This is the People's Channel. We don't do that ish over here. Over here. But young man, going back to this because this is serious. So I'm trying not to cuss. I don't think I've cussed at all. Somebody give me some applause. I haven't cussed at all on this stream yet because I know I'm sending this out to the young man, to KB. We're gonna give KB. Y'all put KB in the chat for me, somebody. KB. I pray because it takes a lot of courage for you to ask me, a stranger, even though I'm the people's champ, I'm still a stranger to you. And for you to have that courage to come to me with this, like I'm humbled. I'm very humbled and I'm inspired at the same time. So thank you for trusting me with the confidence to give you this guidance. And hopefully you take this guidance. Talk to your dad. See if you can get his phone number or however y'all been communicating, but talk to him. Don't do the text message thing. Get a phone number. And I'm not saying open up your arms and bring him into your life instantly. I'm saying take the first step and then take another step. First step, get his phone number. Second step, have a conversation with him. Do not talk to your mother about this. Do not involve your mother in this process. You're 14 years old. You're a young man. In days past, not too long ago, you would already have a family at your age. You would already be considered a grown man out in the world. So in today's world, in 4 short years, you're going to be considered a grown man. You got to start making grown man moves. You got to stop checking in with mommy every time you got a problem or you need to make a decision. So I want you to get on your grown man ish. Talk to your dad one on one. Don't talk to no other women in your family. You talk to the champ. I'm laying down the law. Talk to your dad. That's all you need to do. And let him talk. You really ain't got no reason to be mad at this dude because you don't know why you mad yet. You only know your mother mad at him. And that's what's coming out. She got reason to be mad or whatever because they're the ones that had the relationship. You ain't never had no relationship with this person. So how could you be mad at him? But the fact that he went looking for you and reached out to you says a lot. It wasn't like you found him. And I'm going to send you the link to this video. I want to make sure you hear it because I'm speaking directly to you right now. Things I didn't type in the email. I wanted you to hear it. Understand? Feel me? I want you to understand it. Coming from a father. One of the most painful things a woman can do to a man is to isolate him from his kid. That's painful. That's traumatic. And a lot of men don't recover from that. We want our sons in our lives. And based on what I know, based on what you told me so far, you're probably his first son. Because it seemed like him and your mom, got together at an early age. That's what it seemed like to me. I'm doing the math based on your age, your mom's age, and what I'm guessing your father's age is. You might be his first son. Or only son. But you might have brothers and sisters out here. You know, I don't know what city y'all live in. I ain't got into all of that. Y'all may be in the same city. Your brother may be going to the same school as you. You ain't even know. So this could be a good thing. This could be a good thing. And I don't want you to cut this opportunity off prematurely. Okay? Talk to your dad. Now, don't get mad at your mom. I'm not saying do that. Do not take sides in this scenario. Because it ain't got nothing to do with, it ain't about your mom. It's about you. And it's about you having a relationship with your father, no matter what that relationship is. Good, bad, or otherwise. Ain't got nothing to do with your mom. That'll come later. Maybe. You may never tell your moms. Or you may tell your moms, hey, my dad reached out to me. He was an asshole. He was a liar, blah, blah, blah. Boom. I ain't spoke to him since. Or you may have questions for your mom. Mom, I talked to my dad. I've been talking to him for the last 6 months. I met my grandfather. I met my grandmother. I got brothers and sisters. Mom, why did you keep that away from me? We don't know where this story is going to go yet. It ain't been written, not for your understanding. It's been written for the Most High. He know the story, but you don't know yet. If you've been listening to me, obviously you have if you subscribe to me and you reached out to me. So what I'm going to say to you right now, it ain't going to shock you. Again, I'm the people's champ. You're part of the people. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I got a son that's only a year older than you. I don't sugarcoat it for him either. Let me give you a lesson, young man. Women lie. That includes your mama. That includes your grandmama, your auntie, your sister. So this is why I don't want you to get into it with them. That's another dynamic that you don't need to focus on right now. Focus on taking the first step with your father and making that phone call. That would be, the first 2 steps and going from there. And then I want to hear back. I really want to, I hope you get back to me and tell me how this goes. I I want to stay involved. I'm curious on this scenario. Like I said, too often this thing happens in the black community with sons and fathers have been disconnected from one another for whatever reason. Okay. And my goal is to bring families together. It's always been my goal. Men and women, sons and fathers, daughters and mothers. It's a lot of crazy dynamics out here. Um, some people can't be saved. I don't think you're in that category yet. Um, I think this is a salvageable relationship. Talk to your father. Talk to your father. My father had some kind of pain that caused him to behave the way he did. He wasn't abusive to me and none of that kind of thing. He was just always aloof, barely there. You know, um, he wasn't involved, and there was nothing stopping him from being involved. But just me knowing him or what I do know of him, I think Something happened in his life, traumatic, he never spoke to me about, and that I'm unaware of. I've never heard the story from any of my siblings either, and I'm the oldest. Um, that would explain things to me. I was hoping to get that opportunity. Unfortunately, his life got cut off early. He was 59 years old. Like I said, he was at my house that Thursday. I was sitting on the couch right next to him. Me, him, and my granddaughter. So that would have been me, him, and Anari. And the dream was on the other couch. That's what, 4 generations right there in the same house. And I would tell him all the time, I said, Pop. I called him Pop. My kids call him Pop. And my granddaughter calls me Pop, Pop. I'm Pop Pop. But anyway, I I told him, I said, look, because he was transitioning from Raleigh, Durham area to Charlotte. He was a chef and he cooked for the university, like Duke University, University of North Carolina. That's who he cooked for. So he took a job here in Charlotte for which was right around the corner from my house. One of the reasons he was taking that job was so he could be closer to his grandkids. But that's like a 4 hour drive. So he was driving 4 hours in the morning, working 8 hours, driving 4 hours at night. That's a lot of driving. That's a lot of stress and wearing. In this house. At least if you do it a couple of nights a week, that'd be better than nothing. That'll take some of that pressure off of you. Like I said, that was that Thursday. He was dead Sunday. My brother called me. My brother Damien called me Thursday, Sunday morning. Say, yo, you talk to Pop? I'm like, why would I talk to Pop? Like, what are you talking about? It's early in the morning. Well, Pop is missing. Ain't nobody heard from him. I said, well, I don't talk to Pop like that. Let me talk to Imagine. Imagine talks to him all the time. So I called Imagine in the living room. I said, Madge, you talk to Pop? She says, yeah, I talked to Pop last night. He sent me some money for my dress. I told Damien, there you go. He good. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. Like, Madge talked to him at midnight. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. He ain't missing. Maybe he overslept. Maybe his phone ain't charged. That's what I'm thinking. So anyway, Dame says, all right. He calls me back Monday morning. I'm getting ready for dialysis. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. The kids I had just put the kids on the bus, and me and Anari was in the living room eating some kind of breakfast or whatever. And he said, "Yo, Pop is dead." I said, "What the fuck? What you talking about, man? Pop is dead, nigga." I said, "I don't understand. It wouldn't compute. It just wouldn't compute. Like again, Imagine just said she talked to him. But see, I didn't talk to him every day. My brothers would talk to him regularly, but I didn't talk to him daily like they did. Um, they had his homeboy went over to the house, had to break into the apartment, and he broke into the apartment and he found my father laying on the floor. like he was trying to make it to his bed but couldn't make it. You never know what people going through. You don't know everybody's story. Let people tell you their own story. Right? Let people tell you their own story. So talk to your father, young man. You're going to wish, there may be one day you wish you could. Who he was 14 years ago may not be who he is today. People grow, people change, people evolve, people repent. You won't have any answers to any of this if you don't speak to him. You gotta speak to him. So talk to him. If y'all in the same city or nearby, try to meet up with him. My stepfather told me a story. He said he only met his father, I think twice in his life. I can't remember one time, but one time he remember he met his father in Newark at Penn Station. And that was like the only time he ever met his father. I think his father gave him like $10 or $20 and they had a conversation or whatever, but that was the only interaction he had ever had with his own father, which explains a lot to me about he and I's relationship. Um, a lot of us men carry trauma and we don't know why. We don't really fully understand it. We never fully explored it and never considered how it affects us going forward. So again, I'm humbled and I'm honored that you entrusted me with this information. So please do what I'm telling you to do. Do not go further and talk to nobody else about this. Talk to your father. Do not talk to your mother. Do not talk to the women in your family. Talk to your father directly. Hey, I need a phone number. Here's my phone number. What's your math, son? Whatever. Depending on where you're from. However you want to say it. Get them digits. And talk to your pops. Make sure you got time. Make sure it's a time where you're not interrupted. You're not hanging out with your boys. You're not you're not sneaking, where your mama could pop in. Make sure you got time to talk to him. And make sure it's a good time he got to talk to you. Good 30 minutes to an hour. Should be that'd be a good introduction. And then go from there and hit me back. And I'm like I said, I'm gonna email you this link. I'll even email you my phone number in case you want to talk to me about it. I tell you what, it'd be a beautiful thing. And I don't know, this may be premature. If I could have you and your father both on a live stream together, that would be beautiful. That would be historic. But I don't know. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Um, but I appreciate you following me, subscribing to my channel, and having enough confidence in me that I could give you a little insight or give you a little advice. I appreciate you, little brother. Yeah, I'm got my voice hoarse on this shit, man. I wasn't even hoarse before your email, man. Had me in tears a little bit. And I just say this the other night, man. I be crying over the little shit. But yeah, this it's hurtful sisters. Now I'm talking to y'all. And I'm not saying this is the case in this scenario, but I've seen this scenario where y'all parental alienation is a big thing in the black community. And it's hurtful. Y'all think it's a game and it's funny and it's cute. Shout out to Fannie Willis. Y'all think it's cute. It ain't cute, man. Y'all don't understand the pain y'all cause for your sons, for the man. Y'all ain't considering what you doing. That parental alienation is real, man. And a lot of times it's only self-serving. It's sad, man. It's sad. But it's all I got, man. This will be, this episode of Hey V, man. I think, I'm not sure what number this is for this year. I'm going to start numbering them. I'm not sure what number it is. The next one is going to have a number. I'm going to go back and count them since we still early in the year. But, subscribe to the channel, man. We got to have these real conversations. And women, I know a lot of women. Well, why should he talk to his mama? Mind your fucking business. It ain't got nothing to do with his mama. He done talked to his mama for 14 damn years. And look what it's done. It ain't her time to talk now. It's her time to be quiet. And let these two men work their shit out. That's what time it is. Sometimes y'all got to learn how not to interfere. How not to disturb. Mind your fucking business. It ain't your business. You had the opportunity for it to be your business. Whatever happened. Now it's time for this young man and this father to work their shit out. That's all I got, man. That's all I got. I don't know how nicer to say it than what I'm saying right now. Because if I keep going, it's gonna get raw, and I don't want to get raw because it's directed at the young man. So and what I do, young man KB, what I may do is I may have you reach out. I may have my son reach out to you, but you and I'll talk about it. So maybe if we all could get together on a live stream, you and your father and me and my son, that might be helpful. Or we all have a private conversation. But we could do a lot of different things. I got a lot of shit kicking off in my head. We'll talk. I'm being a little premature. I'm from the future, so I be thinking futuristically all the time. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this, man, because I'm rambling. Y'all know what it is. Subscribe to the channel. Like the stream. Send your boy $2 on the Cash App for a pure leaf tea. Share to your socials, especially this one. Share this one. A lot of people need to hear this one. This is a good one, y'all. I'm out of here. Say goodnight to the bad guy.
You're all a bunch of fucking assholes. You know why? You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. So, what'll that make you? Good? You're not good. You just know how to hide, how to lie. Me, I don't have that problem. Me, I always tell the truth, even when I lie. So say good night to the bad guy.